All right, we got to go to my boy Smash JT for this one. We coming back to gaming. We got to go to my boy Smash JT for this one. CD Projekt Red is cooked. I heard CD Projekt Red got developers fleeing. They got developers fleeing, creating their own studios. And we hit up on this a little bit on Saturday Night Hypnosis, okay? We're winning this thing, but we got to keep at it to make sure that, because remember, guys, the first Gamergate had long-term effects. You didn't know that it was happening right when it happened, but it was having long-term effects. This happened around 2016. Trump had just got into office. People like Anita Sarkeesian had came into the industry, and you didn't even know that right up under your noses. They revolutionized the industry to get what we're getting today. We're really getting got all of the games and stuff that we're getting now is coming from the groundwork that was laid by Anita Sarkeesian and her friends in 2016. So think about it. The major backlash to all of this DEI stuff in gaming just happened this year. It just happened this year. So we got to keep at it and make sure that it continues to go. They continue to see the backlash. Okay. Like Cleopatra was black. Her grandma told us. Oh my God. You wrong for that. You wrong for that, but you're right. But you know, so we gotta keep our foots on these people's neck. You understand? To make sure that it continues to go in the direction that it needs to go, so we can get back to having games that just made sense. You're right, Yo Mazir. Nature is healing. CD Projekt Red is cooked as if the trailer for The Witcher 4 didn't expose the reality to everyone already. The once incredibly celebrated studio of CD Projekt Red now finds themselves in an all too familiar position these days with many other than major AAA studios. Now, I got to disagree with my boy Smash JT on that one. I didn't see anything in that Witcher 4 trailer that told me that game was going to be bad. Now, I know we're going to disagree with this. Y'all might start hitting the dislike button, but I still, to this day, you cannot convince me that Siri looked ugly in that trailer. Sorry. You're not going to convince me. All right. Huge waves of many of the most important developers have decided to leave CD Projekt Red and instead form their own alliances, new studios, all because they are sick and tired of the woke ideologies being forced upon them at their workplace. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. The ongoing mass exodus isn't just a basic shift in unimportant, meaningless employees. It's larger than that. And it's all a clear reflection to everyone witnessing of the much deeper cultural and operational issues within CD Projekt Red. The overwhelming stench of woke mindsets and toxic positivity has filled the hallways of the once prestigious organization. That in itself has stifled the exciting creative freedoms and team morale that was previously, some could easily argue, industry leading. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. So this is one of the studios, Rebel Wolves. Hold up. Sorry about that. Y'all know how I get. All right. Couldn't breathe. Could not breathe. All right. So this is one of the studios, Rebel Wolves. Okay. That they've gone on to start. Now, I was alluding to on Saturday Night Hypnosis. Now, guys, it's the time for us to detach ourselves from these famous studios. Now it's time to usher in a new era of new studios being made. The best games right now are being made by studios who aren't AAA or aren't well known. Okay, you saw that Exodus game that's being made by former BioWare developers. We got to let go. It's just that simple. Yes. We all love the work that BioWare used to do. CD Projekt Red, Volition, which is shut down. Other studios. I'm drawing a blank. Ubisoft, right? Hell, Bethesda, right? It ain't the same no more. It's not the same. I'm sorry. It's not the same. It's over. It's done. Gone. Deuces. Bye. The real talented creators are leaving the big studios to go make their own studios, and they're learning. Maybe we shouldn't sell our studio to a big AAA publisher. Tiberius says, I don't care about how she looks. I care if it ends up being like Cyberpunk, where it takes 2 years to get a stable game. That is important. Let's continue. The most significant blow to CD Projekt Red's roster came from the formation of Rebel Wolves, spearheaded by Conrad Tomakiewicz. Conrad Tomakiewicz. I might have said that thing right. Conrad Tomakiewicz. Okay, the former director of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This new studio was formed directly as a result of CD Projekt Red's recent incompetence of leadership. He was the director of The Witcher 3. Is The Witcher 3 Not one of the best games of all time. I'm just saying. Tamakiewicz, who left CD Projekt Red after allegations of bullying, which he denied and was later cleared of. Because let's be honest, this is one of those tactics that the woke often employ. Has reunited with other key figures from CD Projekt Red's past. What do I always tell y'all? It's been a minute since we talked about it. Feminine warfare. For those of you who have been watching me for quite some time, you know what I mean when I say feminine warfare. Okay? The short of it is, feminine warfare is a war tactic used traditionally by women, but men use it too because they got it from women. See, men, we fight wars on the battlefield. We swing swords, shoot arrows, fire guns, launch missiles. Women, they don't do that. Women fight in a psychological way that has longer term effects. See, there's no long-term effects when men fight. You either survived or you didn't. More than likely, you probably ain't gonna survive. Women, though, they're like a poison. Their tactics are like a poison. It comes in and you got to wait for the results over time. And women have found a way to do it within corporate America. They understand the weakness of men. Accusations of bullying. This is feminine warfare. We know how to get you up out of here because no man is perfect and they'll find something on you. They couldn't hit him with the Me Too allegations, so they accused him of bullying. You can always tell who actually did something by where they go next and who follows. Who was that Pixar? The guy who worked at Pixar, who got Me Too, got let go from the company, went on to create his own studio, and most of the women from Pixar followed him. But y'all said he was inappropriate. Y'all said he was up there diddling women. So if the women truly thought that he was an inappropriate diddler, why would they follow him to his new studio? Because he never diddled anyone. He never Me Too'd anybody. Or that's not the proper terminology, but you know what I mean. And this is it. This is how they get rid of you. This is how they get you out. Allegations. It doesn't matter whether or not it's actually true or not. Yeah, you might be vindicated later, but it's too late. You're no longer with the company. What you gonna do? After they accuse you of this, you clear your name, they gonna come back and be like, you gonna go back and be like, hey, so can I get my job back? They're gonna be like, I don't know. Let's continue. The art director. This includes, among many others, Bart. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Bart for right now. The art director of Witcher 3. They have come together to create what they are promising to be a AAA dark fantasy RPG saga using the Unreal Engine 5. Okay, and there is their mission statement. Okay, Rebel Wolves is a new studio, but our team has years of experience working on some of the most critically acclaimed video games of all time. We co-created titles such as The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, that's a hell of a resume. That's a hell of a resume. Listen, the game didn't launch like that. The game didn't launch the way it was supposed to, but Cyberpunk is, I'm only in the beginning of the game. I haven't played it since it when it first released and it was unplayable. And now I'm playing it on PC, and I can already tell off rip it's a hell of a game. We decided to create our own studio and run it on our own terms. Ooh, guys, look at that. We decided, what's going on with my mouse, man? Hold up, give me a second. There we go. And run it on our own terms, he says. Chief among them, the team comes first, always. Happy people make great games. Games players want and deserve. Yes, it is as simple as that, Don DeMar. We're industry veterans, but we're hungry for more. We want to create amazing virtual worlds filled to the brim with powerful emotions and unique experiences. Most of all, we want to share our boundless passion for video games. We know what players love because we're players ourselves. Another Don DeMar. We're currently working on our own AAA IP story-driven RPG saga for PCs and next-gen consoles. We're humbled by the interest and we'll share more as soon as we can. Thank you for your patience. It'll be worth it. Hey, do what you got to do, buddy. Do what you got to do. So let me get this over here. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. There we go. Do what you got to do, my boy. Make it happen. Do what you got to do. They continue. One of the points that stands, he's pretty much going over what we just went over. Okay. The new studio secured a strategic investment from NetEase. NetEase, also same company that made Marvel Rivals. And you know NetEase is making bank on Marvel Rivals right now. Absolute bank. Which isn't without its own controversies attached. Being based out of communist China, you got to take a step back with all of this and see what's happening right before our eyes. Wokeness is destroying companies across the world at breakneck speed. And who always shows up in one way or another to swoop in and invest at the very bottom? China. They aren't even hiding it anymore. Now that's a concern. There was a conspiracy theory months ago that I ain't gonna say I dismissed, but I was like, I don't know about that. The conspiracy theory stated that China is purposely incentivizing companies behind closed doors to embrace wokeness to tank their stock so that they can come in and buy. They were saying this with Ubisoft, with Tencent, right? Tencent is a China company, right? The idea is that I guess they want to own more American. I guess they want a piece of the big American pie, I suppose. But problem is, this isn't an American company, and these aren't American people. So I don't know, but there is something. There is something there. I mean, China is, whether it's nefarious or not, whether it has anything to do with spreading more communism or not, I don't know. But I gotta imagine them being financially backed by China. I don't know. They might be trading in one devil for another. I don't know. Not the China people, not the Chinese people, but, you know, Chinese government. Anyway, but here we are with NetEase now ensuring they have the financial backing to pursue their vision without compromise. Yeah, right. Trust me, if NetEase come in there and say no on something, yeah, it's gonna be a no. I'm not saying that name anymore. We'll just call him Thomas for right now. That the funding, he emphasized that the funding provided by them was the last missing piece needed to go full throttle, and it's signaling a rapid push towards development with a focus on creativity and independence from the corporate constraints they felt at CD Projekt Red. Parallel to Rebel Wolves, another studio, Blank, has also emerged from the ashes of CD Projekt Red's talent pool, formed by, we're just going to call him Kanik for right now. Kanik, who was both the game director for Cyberpunk 2077 and co-game director for The Witcher 3, alongside executive producers. Bro, these names are wild. Marcin, we'll call him that. Blank aims to redefine game development. So here's Blank. Look like it's going to be a good game to me. Looking like a good game to me. So this is that group. And this is... Oh, is this Blank Studio as well? No, I think this might be... No, this is Blank Studio. I don't know. Looking like it's going to be a great game to me. That's racist. I don't care. I don't see any influence from any feminist ideologies or diversity, equity, or inclusion. Looking like it's going to be a great game to me. Look like it's going to be an awesome game. Whatever it is that y'all are working on, I can't wait to see it. But CD Projekt Red is falling apart. As I said at the beginning of this segment, it is time to let go. It is time to let go. These aren't your favorite companies anymore. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm sorry. It is what it is. CD Projekt Red, the best talent that worked on The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk is no longer there. You just saw it. Oops. Say, fuck you. So, oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.